Hi and welcome. We're the Weasley sisters. This is episode 122. I'm Naturally Knitty, otherwise known as Jessica.
And I'm Stardust, also known as Allena. Today is September the 16th. This is our weekly podcast. If this is your first time watching, welcome. If you're a regular, thanks for coming back.
Yeah. So grab your knitting and craft along with us. We skipped last week, so...
It's not really a weekly podcast.
No. Oh man, my phone's being all funny.
So, do you have any mojo?
Yes, I do.
I do too.
Sorry, my phone is being stupid. Okay, so I just today, covered my iPod cord with yarn.
Question.
Answer.
Does that help it? Like, protect it?
Yes.
Or it's just for looking pretty?
I think it helps it. I don't know. I like it. I did it to my other ones, and then I finally got new earbuds.
Because mine, the iPod ones, they and then they go bad.
It doesn't do much right there.
Oh. Well, I wasn't sure if that, helps it more secure.
No. Well, I mean, maybe you could do it so it's, over the edge of it, but I don't have mine. I just have it, right up to there. And I just crocheted it. Last time I did an I-cord. But this time I just did a single crochet. But I handed this in for Quidditch. Because there's some pink in there, so I did it for umbrage.
When is Quidditch due?
I think the 18th, I want to say, so you only have another day or two. But this really took me well, I stopped and started a few times. I was folding laundry and did some of this, and but the afternoon, an hour or two. And the crocheted one, this is staying on, it's not moving around. It's a lot tighter on it than the I-cord one. I did the I-cord.
It just makes it look pretty, or does it do anything?
It's pretty, and it doesn't tangle as easily.
I have problems tangling.
And, my cord was really, not sticky, but rubber. I don't know. I just like it. I did it to my other one, so I wanted to do it again, and I did.
You use soft yarn?
Yep.
This is 20 questions. I'm sorry.
What else? Then you can hang it around, and it can look like a cool necklace, too.
I think I might do that for Quidditch, because I've been, apathetic the past term. Last term, I was kind of apathetic, understandably, about doing anything.
Yeah.
So I want to do more.
Do it.
I'm not feeling as apathetic.
And, yeah. So just, make sure it has some pink on there or something.
Okay.
Not that you're a pink person, but...
I don't mind pink, actually.
That's nice.
Orange, though, so...
I love orange.
I just like pink, because I have a lot of pink things.
I know you do like pink. I still like pink, but... I didn't want an all pink one. I wanted orange on mine too. So I said it was like a tabby cat, like an orange tabby cat, and it had pink on there so that she could not listen to whining students.
I might steal your idea.
Anyways, my second finished object is a little baby hat. Oh, my light is all wonky today.
Really cute.
Just a little hat. To go with the sweater that I made, too. Which isn't completely finished, so I'll share that next.
Okay. It's really cute, though.
Yeah. I held yarn doubled because I didn't want to knit it on small needles. And actually, I was probably just too lazy to, get up and go upstairs and get my needles. So...
Sometimes finding your needles is the hardest part of knitting.
It really is. But it's cute, and it'll keep them warm. And the baby's coming, in winter, so.
They know it's a boy.
Yes.
Is that green and blue?
It's blue and blue. Dark blue, and my lighting
Oh,
is like way
I couldn't
horrible.
tell if it was like a greenish, like a teal green.
Oh, no, it's like a denim blue and a dark navy.
Oh. Okay.
So yeah, so that's that. Do you have any FOs?
I actually do. As you know, I'm test crocheting
Yes.
a pattern for Mio, and it's the all squared away blanket pattern that I'm test crocheting. So I did the big ones.
Very cool.
They're 11 rounds. So I did one in each color. Tomorrow I'm stopping.
What yarn are you using for that?
I'll tell you in a minute. Tomorrow I'm gonna stop at the store and get purple, like a dark plummy purple.
Okay.
And then here's this one.
Oh, cool.
So I have this is like for Nat.
Oh, that's right.
Super Saver something. I don't know. I bought it like probably 11 or 12 years ago when I first started crocheting again. And I started making a blanket. And it's still a work in progress. Well, just kidding. It's been frogged now. So when she said she wanted test crocheters, I was like, I don't have money to buy a whole blanket's worth of yarn. So, and it's a twin size blanket. And, so I will just reuse the yarn. I was like looking at my stuff and I'm like, I'm never going to finish this ripple afghan whatsoever because I don't even remember what pattern I was using. Even though it was written down and connected. Oh, I also have this one. I just have to sew this part in and then it's done.
Very cool. Now, are you handing those in for classes?
Yeah, I'm going to hand them the squares in as different classes.
Cool.
Probably go by color or something. Because I figure everyone else can turn in squares. I should allow myself to turn in squares.
You're allowed.
So yeah, but this yarn is discontinued. So I went on Ravelry to the rescue. I went on their yarn tab. I know they need a shirt. Ravelry to the rescue. And they have the yarn tab, and you can like search yarns, and then you can click if it's in the stash or if it's in the for sale. And I found this like lime green color called Grass in the same yarn in someone's stash that they were selling. So I contacted her to see if she was still selling it because it was like a couple years ago. And she's like, I think I might have started a project. I guess she started a crochet granny square with the one, but the other one was untouched.
Okay.
And so she's going to send it all. I think she's sending it all. The granny square and the other stuff, for like $6. And then she was going to send it priority mail. And I was like, see if it fits in one of those padded priority mail flat rate envelopes. So
cheaper.
I'm going to have like a lime green with these colors.
That's
and
cool.
then I think I was thinking in the shower this morning, where all good thinking happens, that a dark purple, like a royally plum purple, would look pretty cool with these colors. I don't know. Like, the red is, like, so out there. Like, you can't tell on here, but in person, it's, like, so red. It's not, like...
That looks pink or magenta to me right now.
It's red, but it's, like, almost fluorescent red, if that makes sense. So it's, like, so bright. But I think, like, if I get a dark purple, it'll look good. Kind of like, purple and orange are kind of opposite spectrum on the color wheel. I think it'll look okay, because this red is almost an orange. It's not orange, but it's, like, on the... Like, orange it would be on that side of orange. But not orange because...
You don't like orange.
Anyways, but so those are what I have finished, and I'm trying to do a bunch. And then Lamb Chop 007, but just 00. She and I are going to. She's working on her mitered square blanket, and she's challenged me to do some of mine, and she's going to try to do 8 a month, and I was like, I don't know how many I'll be able to do, and I haven't even touched it yet, so I need to get on that. I still have to sew in ends. That's how bad I am. Like, when I fail an owl, I fail it good.
I feel it good.
So yeah, but those are my finished objects. We can talk about works in progress if you'd like.
Yes.
Because that's next.
I am currently weaving in ends to this little baby sweater. Hold on. It needs a good blocking. It's called Hundreds. Can you see?
Oh yeah, I remember you started that.
There's like, hold on.
Hundreds of ends. Is that why it's called Hundreds?
I think so. Though I didn't. I don't know if this is how you're supposed to do. Like, I don't know. I'll show you the wrong side. Do you see that?
That looks really good.
So I'm hoping like little baby fingers don't get, like, hopefully it'll just be buttoned up. I need to get buttons too. No, but it's an easy little pattern and cute, and I don't know. So the 2 colors that I used for the hat, I held double for these little, I don't know if you can see, but whatever.
Yeah, that's cool.
Because they weren't the same weight as the other yarn. So that's why I doubled it. Hi. So yeah. But
not as loud as when Andy did.
No, he wasn't. That was her dad.
She didn't realize that when I said, "Hi, Dad."
So yeah, that's all I got. Well, I'm working on another monster. I finished. Well, not really. Let me find the pattern.
Not really working on it, or you finished?
I made this one.
Uh-huh.
But it's not seamed or anything. I need to go and buy stuffing and then seam it all together, because that's my least favorite part. So then I picked out yarn colors for the next one, which is going to be red and blue.
Sweet.
And that one I'm going to make this one, but it'll stripe.
I think I've made that one. No, I might not have.
So yeah. I think that's it. Let me check my notes. Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. I have a list of things.
Yeah, I know. I've been busy.
So the granny squares are like my ongoing project. Like I take them around in this fabulous bag that I got from someone fabulous named Jessica. So that I just take around with me, which is fine. Look what I did today. You'll be so proud.
I saw you post that on Instagram, and I was like, yay!
Except for
no face.
I can't do anything else because I don't have felt. So tomorrow after Bible study, I'm going to stop at Joann's and buy felt. Like I made a list of the colors I need, because I have black, so I need white, red and yellow and green felt.
For what?
His eyes. You make the eyes, like you do the big black and then you do white. And then
okay.
You do the big white, black, and then a white, like, and then there's like a little piece of green underneath, you know?
Okay.
And then for his tail, the fire, instead of crocheting it, I'm just going to cut it and sew it. Not that I'm a very good cutter, but whatever.
You didn't learn that in kindergarten?
No, I'm not good at, like, shape cutting.
I know, I'm just kidding.
It looks pretty good.
I'm not good at shape. It looks very good at shape cutting.
So that's the Charmander. He's sewn together. I just have to do the final eyeballs and stuff.
Yay.
And yeah. What else? Oh. So, last time we talked, I was working on this baby sweater. It is done. But I hate it. I hate it so much that I told my friend that I was making it for that I was not giving it to her, that I have to make her a different one. I hate it. Okay.
Why do you hate it?
I just do. So I sewed up the ends, and I am not a bad finisher. I'm a good finisher. But look at this. So, like, I hate it so much that I haven't even finished the other arm, sewing the other arm. So, let me show you. Okay, so, but then when I looked at pictures, everyone's arms look like this, so I shouldn't hate it as much, but I just do. Look. Dumb. I hate it. And I sewed it up like you're supposed to sew up. And so I think I'm just going to finish it, turn it in for detention, and give it to Bella for a teddy bear because that's how much I hate it. I am this close to just throwing it away and not even finishing it. But like all that knitting, I need.
Would it like look prettier if you block it?
No. It's just like dumb.
Because it's such a wide underarm or what?
Yes. And I don't know. I just hate it. Because, like, if you look at it, I did exactly like the pattern said, but I looked at everyone else's pictures, and it was like that.
Okay.
I just don't like it.
I'm sorry.
I mean, I don't know. And that's just me, and I'm sure if I didn't say anything to my friend, she would never have noticed. But personally, I hate it. But yeah, I like the colors. Pink and the green.
Yeah, it's cute.
So.
I am sorry.
But anyways. So, kind of order mission, but not really. I proposed to do a Gale Night Songs shawl, which is like a real lacy, kind of looks like peacock feather lace.
Okay.
Just a shawl, like a triangular shawl, with hand spun. The green hand spun Rolex that I did from your Rolex. So because I was like, I need to propose an order mission. So I was like, what? And I want to use hand spun.
Yeah, is that closed now?
Maybe.
I forget how long you could propose to. Sorry, we're not being helpful.
I think you have it until I can scroll down and find out. But anyway, so I proposed it.
Sorry.
And I got approved.
Yay.
The last day to submit your broom was on Sunday.
So never mind. You missed it if you didn't do it already.
Okay. But yeah, so, and mine got approved. So I am going to be doing that because I was like, I want to knit more with my hand spun. And then I was like,
that was a goal of yours.
For my newt. And I'm making all these crochet granny things. So I'm like, I want to either crochet or knit for my order mission. And then I was like, I was thinking about ripping out that wallaby that I already ripped out once for Bella. And actually I need to rip it out anyways because I started it like a year ago and I don't think I started a big enough size to continue on that it would fit her by the time I finished. But my kids are getting big. I have to knit like small adult sizes for them now. But anyways, I don't have enough time to knit a sweater in an order mission. Like I am not a fast knitter. So like shawls are like the extent of what I can do for an order mission. Like it takes me 6 weeks and it takes me the full 6 weeks.
Yeah.
To do a shawl, and that's like working on it constantly. So, like I know that that's my thing because a lot of the sweaters that I proposed to do for order missions never got done, and they are now just works in progress. So, or like sleeping, works in progress.
Sleeping.
But so like it's about knowing your like limits. So that's my limit is like a shawl. So I picked that lacy shawl, and I was like, I went through my queue, and then I went through my stash, and a lot of the shawls I had in my queue required more yardage than I actually had in pants. So I found one that matched the handspun. So then I found that, you know, I matched them up. So that's what I did.
I also proposed an order mission. I'm doing a sweater.
See, you're a fast thinker, though.
Though it's gonna be like, it's Aran weight. It's like thick. So, like, I wouldn't do a fiddly sweater, and it's pretty simple. I'm doing the cobblestone pullover, which I need to find the magazine that the pattern's in, because I didn't even think about the pattern. And then I was like, oh, it's in my library. So I was like, cool. And then I looked, and I'm like, oh, it says it's in a magazine that I supposedly have, because I put it in my Ravelry library. And yeah, so it's probably up there.
Find it?
I didn't look yet. Can you hear her? She's so loud.
You like hold her up. Can you hear her?
Sorry, Tallulah.
That's really funny. So, okay. Any other works in progress?
No.
We're gonna try to stay on top.
When do we get to start order missions? The 21st?
I just scrolled back up.
I'm pretty sure it's the 21st, which is what day?
Next week.
Dang it.
21st.
Well, I still have to find the pattern, so it doesn't matter too much.
It is next
Sunday? Sunday?
This Sunday. It is like the Sunday that is coming up in like 4 days.
Sweet.
Okay, 1, not 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4 days. 5 if you count Sunday.
Sweet.
Ready?
I'm excited.
Okay. You spin me right round.
Moving
Let's
on.
talk about spinning.
Ugh.
Do you not want to talk about spinning?
I don't have any spinning. I've been working on making Rolags, which is minute. I still need to make like another, like 2+ pounds of Rolags.
Do you have a picture of the ones you have? No?
No, not really. I've been taking them with my camera. Because I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to turn it in. For like the hand in. Like, I weighed them all and I wrote them down, but like to take a picture of the Rolags on the scale is kind of a pain in the butt.
Plus your scale only goes up to like 1 pound.
Right, so I don't know. So I think I'm just gonna like take a picture of all of them and say this is this many grams and blah,
Well, you
blah,
could do like the colorway.
which is what I'll do, but like and I'm not gonna have a picture on the actual scale. Or maybe I'll have like one giant, because I do have a scale that does pounds.
You could put them like in a Tupperware tote and then...
Yeah, that's what I figure. I'll do one picture like that. But I mean, I want to take pretty pictures of them too, so.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I'm working my way through them. I have a long way to go. And I still need to finish washing a fleece. But I mean, I made good headway on the Rolags, so that's good. I also, someone in my nest, she asked if I could make Rolags for her for a different swap she's in, so she could send them out. She had bought fiber, like plain fiber, to be made into either bats or Rolags or whatever. So I was like, I can do that. Part of them, I should look up the picture, was glow in the dark.
That's awesome.
It was totally cool. I need to order some. Though I looked all around online, and I'm pretty sure the only place you can get this fiber from, it's obviously, nylon or fake or whatever, is China. And you can't really directly buy it. You have to contact someone, and I don't know, it's just very confusing. Okay, so
I think all things should be glow in the dark.
So Rolex.
Yeah.
Right? That's the glow in the dark fiber. And there it is glowing. I think it's so cool. And then I don't know if you can be able to see this on there. But those are the Rolex glowing. Totally awesome. I was like, I want some. Very cool. But yeah. That's it. I'm not spinning much. I'm actually kind of afraid to actually spin. I'll talk about that in our next segment, though.
Okay. I have been spinning a lot.
Yeah, because it's your...
But not as much as I want to.
If
that makes sense. Like, I've been a little busy. So, I spun and plied about 2 bobbins full, so it's about 10 ounces.
Awesome.
Of my
4-ply.
4-ply, N-ply, N-ply, 4-ply.
And 4-ply?
Yeah.
It's beautiful. Love it.
So I am on target for my of course it's not, it hasn't gotten a bath because I'm going to wash it all together, but I'm on target for
reps
everything.
And yardage and stuff.
I think so. Like, I need to weigh this and see if it really is 10 ounces.
Okay.
So I'm going to get...
Oh my god, are you doing that now?
Yeah. I got 555.6 yards. And if that is 10 ounces, I need to get about that much or a little bit more out of the rest, or I'm not going to have enough yardage. I think, because I need 22.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's 10 ounces, 10.2. So, it turned out really good, I think.
I like it.
It was 2 bags. Well, one, not 2 full bags. So it was 1 full bag of the mashup yarn, and then 1.5 of the common denominator background roving.
Yeah. Because
I split those up, and those were in 3 ounces. So I took the 2 ounce ball, and then the 1 ounce, and then half of the 2, or the whole 2 ounce. So that's 5. So, and then 5 of the other. So it is 10 ounces, but I'll just show you that again.
It's pretty.
So I figured to get I think it's 2,200 yards plied that I need.
Yeah.
I decided if I get 555 times 5, right? I have 5 bags of the mashup yarn, or do I have 4?
Or do 555 divided by 10, so you have 55 yards per ounce. Times how many ounces of fiber do you have?
44.
2,442. So you should be good. Like, right on.
Yeah, so I'm like hoping...
You're right on target.
Yeah,
I'm sure if you're like, a tiny bit off, that's not going to matter too much. Because sweaters always... I mean, they're never dead on. They usually ask for more than less, obviously.
Yeah, and I rounded up. I think I needed... I forget. I wrote it all in my thing, and I'm not looking at it.
That's okay. Cool. So, are you on target for 50%? What do you have to have?
Well, I have like half an ounce of the common denominator and the full 5 ounces to spin of the other one.
Okay.
I have spun 22 ounces, so I have 10, a little over 10 here, and then I have another 5 already spun, so I have to do a little bit more. Like, it's just...
We have, like, what, 2 weeks?
I know, I need to get on it.
That's all right.
Like,
I'm in the same boat.
Like, it has been a little crazy, so... You know, with the start of school and everything, it just sucks.
Yeah.
But, I'll get there. I just have to, like, focus on spinning some, and I haven't really been focusing. I've been kind of zoning out, actually, at night, and not spinning or knitting or anything. I've just been zoning.
I've had nights like that, too.
Like, I don't know. I think just the start of school was a little crazy. Okay. Next up.
Gym? Or do you have sewing and weaving?
I have some sewing, but I didn't sew at all last week, so.
I didn't either.
Yeah.
I haven't started weaving, but, like, I have the weaving bug. Like, I really want to weave something.
I need you to walk me through. I'm glad you brought that up. I need you to walk me through how you did your t-shirt rugs. Because I need to make some back mats.
Super easy. You just warp it up with some cotton. You cut strips of t-shirts and you go.
Okay.
Like, I actually...
Now explain it like you're talking to someone who's never woven before, because that's how
okay. So I took the t-shirt and I cut loops.
Okay.
Like, so they're in big loops, but then I cut them, you know, so they're big long strips, like so, about 2 inches or so. If you want it thicker, you know, do a thicker band. And then in the ends, I go through and I snip a little slit on each end.
So you cut the strip, like the bottom.
This one's a weird strip because it was like, I forget where, like where sleeves were or something.
Like the bottom of the t-shirt off, basically.
But yeah, I used up to like here, like, and like cut it. So I used as much as I possibly could. Okay, so then you have 2 strips. Okay. And you have your 2 holes. And you put... Sorry. I'm like... You put one end through the hole. Okay. And then the one that you just shoved through, you put the other end of the opposite strip through. So you're like...
Oh, that's like super smart.
And then you keep going, and I make like a big ball. Or not a ball. I do this, and then I wrap it around your... What is that thing called?
The stick thing?
Yeah. Yeah. What you put your yarn around. I have one over here.
Purple?
This thingy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so then I just go wee. Like so.
That's really smart.
And then you just weave, and then even like, and because you don't want to fill it up too full, because then it's hard to like get through, when you're weaving it. So then, you know, I just overlap like a few inches of the new and the old yarn.
Next question: what do you do for the ends?
Before doing the t-shirt stuff, I take carpet warp.
Yeah.
And I hold it double, and I put it on here. Or you can just, you know, use a ball or something, because you don't use that much. But I do like 2 or 3 passes, beating it down each time. So there's like maybe 1/4 inch to a 1/2 inch of like just a smaller the carpet warp woven. And then I hem stitch that. What?
Did you warp it with carpet warp?
Yeah. Which you could do like, I'm guessing like peaches and cream or something like that. I don't know. But I use carpet warp. I actually, like, I have all my stuff, like, right there. So
I think I need to do that. I only have 3.
I have a couple colors. I went and bought a bunch. Anyways, so yeah, so you warp it with that, or whatever cotton, or I guess you could do whatever, but I think that would work best. And then I do the little bit of carpet warp held double, so it's a little thicker than just that, and I hem stitch that, and then I start going with the t-shirt yarn, and then I do the same at the end.
How long did you make it?
My rug?
The carpet warp. Not the hem stitching, the warp.
Just a little part? Or the actual warp?
Yeah, the warp.
It depends on how big of a rug you want. Okay. I've made a really long one, and I just kind of guessed. And then a couple other ones, I think I did like 60 inches, which is like a decent size floor rug. You know, like if you open a door and step onto a little rug or whatever. I need to make some more. But yeah.
Cool beans. That's weaving 101 for you.
By me, which is not very good at all. Now I really want to weave some more. No, I want to try making dishcloths. And then towels. Yeah. Amber made some, and they were very, very pretty.
Yes.
Or Yarn Vista. Anyways, they were very cool. So I sat like the next morning after seeing those, and I like looked through a bunch of rigid heddle loomed group like finished objects, and I like looked through for like an hour or two, and I was like, oh, I really want to make that. Anyways, so if I can get my newt up to par, which I'll probably be pushing it, I will do some sort of weaving.
There's always weaving for next.
Yeah. But that's it. Okay, what are we on?
Yeah.
I am so bummed.
Why?
I have not worked out in a week and a half.
You haven't?
No. So, not last Friday, but the Friday before, or like the week before that, I had like gone up to the next level, the beta, which was fine, but I had stopped modifying stuff somewhat. So I had been, a lot of it, they have you like up on the balls of your feet and jumping and doing a lot of stuff on that. Well, on Fridays they want you to do a double workout, so that was the first time I did a double workout. Usually I just, it's like, screw it, I'll do another one on Saturday, which you totally can. But I was like, I'm going to do it on Friday, got to get them both out of the way, and then I will have the weekend off. I was like, yay. So I did it. Well, like, my foot started to hurt. Like, on the, I'll pretend this is my foot. Like, on the top, right here.
Oh, no.
Like, killing. Like, hurt. I could barely walk, and then the next day was the Wisconsin Sheep and Wool Festival, and I went to that, and like that just made it like 10 times worse because I was walking around on it, and it was like so painful. It hurt to walk, but then even just like sitting down, I have a chase lounge where I sit on my couch, so my feet are out flat, but just to have my foot like relaxed, it would kill, like, it hurt so bad. So it's like, all right, I'll try and stay off it on, you know, Monday. So I took Monday off of working out, and it didn't do any better. Like, the second I would get up to walk around, it would make it worse. It just sucked. So I stayed off it the whole week, thinking it should get better, right? You know, I'm not going to work out and jump on it. And I tried to, like, sit around and not do much, which didn't really help, because then I, like, was canning and baking stuff. And but I tried to like stay off my foot, or I like took the pressure off it, but it was like hurting. So then yesterday I went to the chiropractor. This is like a week and a half now, or not really, a week and a day or two. Went to the chiropractor, and like he like kind of adjusted my foot some, and said that like it was like the start of tendonitis on the top of my foot, like not good. So he's like, don't jump on it, don't do that. He's like, we'll try and work you up to being able to do that. So I go back tomorrow to see him again, because it still kind of hurts. It was a little bit better though today after he adjusted it, because he could totally tell that the ankle bone, I don't know big words, was all messed up. And like even like the flexibility of the one foot was fine, but the other foot was really stiff, the one that hurt obviously. And then after he adjusted it, it was a lot better. So he gave me a stretch to do and told me some other things to do, and then I go back tomorrow. So I'm gonna see if I can start doing it again, but like heavily modifying it, so I'm not like on it at all, like jumping on it or anything, because I'm like really kind of bumming, because I was doing so well and I was doing it daily, and I don't want to like fall off the wagon, because this is what I always do, but I also don't want to injure myself further.
I know, I was just gonna say, you don't want to hurt yourself.
Right, well, which is why I stayed off it, but like part of me feels guilty, because I'm like, I don't know, very mixed feelings about it. So that's that. I'm kind of bummed. But I've been trying to eat good, so I guess that counts for something. But yeah. So tomorrow, we'll see. How about you? You get on the bike at all?
Haha, no. I think we need to do a new challenge of some sort. But I don't have time to run a challenge.
Okay.
So if someone wants to step up, I can coordinate all the stuff, like the giving, like the mailing and stuff, or like that, but someone needs to do like the ear burns and stuff, because I don't have time for that right now.
Okay. I'm going to let someone else see if they want to step up.
Because I think I need to have some sort of other motivation, and someone like checking up on me, and someone that would be like disappointed if I don't work out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah. So hopefully someone will step up and want to do that, because I think I need some sort of yarn motivation.
Totally.
Yarn or fiber.
Very cool.
So, I suck at gym. I haven't worked out for a while.
It's hard when you get out of it. I totally get that.
Well, and with the start of school, like, I'd have to get up super early, but Andy works late, and I stay up because I just do. Because that's, like, the only time I get to myself is when I put the kids to bed, and then I'm by myself.
I hear ya. That's me too.
So, but I stay up to see my husband, you know. Anyways. And so then getting up, and I'm not a morning person anyways. It's just one of those things. Anyways. Yes. Someone needs to step up and throw down a challenge. And that will be good.
Sounds good. I'm down for that.
So, yeah.
Coolio.
Okay. Randomness. So, last week, Dad came for a visit.
Yeah.
And that was nice. It was, like, almost way too fast, but also, like, I felt like we didn't, I felt lame. Because we, like, you know, like, you saw the pictures when you went to Dawn's, and they, like, went hiking and stuff, and I was like, we did school, we worked, Andy went to work, and so we just kind of hung out and did Netflix.
Yeah,
like,
but
we went to the park and stuff sometimes. But we didn't really get to do much. Like, we went to the Idlewild on Saturday,
Okay.
and I think he liked that.
It's not like you have to entertain him. He wanted to see you guys, so it's
I
fine.
know, but I still felt really lame. So,
No, that's cool.
it was good, though. Like, way too short, though. Like, he was only here for a couple of days. And then, Madison's birthday was yesterday.
Yeah, how old is she? 15? 16.
Yeah, 15.
Joe's like, is she 16? And I'm like, no, she can't drive. And he's like, oh, I almost posted that somewhere, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, no, I'm pretty sure she's 15.
I have officially graduated from being made to feel like a bad mom from other moms. Like, not on purpose,
Why?
but to being made to feel like a bad mom from kids.
Why?
Because Madison's friend called, she wanted her to go hang out at the mall with no parental supervision, which I guess is, I don't know. In the world we live in, that's not that safe anymore.
No.
But she wanted her to hang out at the mall with her to celebrate her birthday. First of all, the mall here in Johnstown, lame.
Yeah, but if you're with your friend, like, I remember taking the bus and going to the mall and hanging out for the day.
Well,
and that was in, like 8th grade.
So you were, 14, 13. Did Mom know you were taking the bus?
Yeah, I had to, sit down and convince her.
Yeah, but I think things are a little different now.
Yeah.
Just,
we didn't have phones back then, though.
I know.
At least she has a phone.
Maybe we're just, the overprotective parents.
I am, too, so I'm not, lecturing you at all.
I mean, because she's not allowed to sleep over at people's houses unless I've met their parents.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. Anyways, what was I going to say? Oh, so her friend gets like, I want to talk to your mom. So this 15-year-old kid is on the phone. Like, can Madison come to hang out at the mall? And I was just like, we already have plans for tonight. So that's, I mean, we did already have plans.
Yeah.
I'm like, and we just don't feel comfortable letting her go hang out at the mall without a parent there. Like, I mean, they could go hang out at the mall if they're going to meet up with the parent in an hour. You know what I mean? It's a little different than just dropping them off at the mall for a couple of hours. That's just what I feel, what we feel. And she was just like, I've never, so this girl goes, I have never heard of that. And I was like, really? And I'm like, well, it's just something we don't feel comfortable doing. It's just, there's, and then I was like, Madison, do you understand? And then after I got off the phone, so she was like, oh, that's just crazy, blah, blah, blah. And I was just like, whatever. You are a kid. And no. That's what I was like. I was just like, no. But I told Madison, I'm like, I don't mind you hanging out with friends, but, it's just that I don't feel comfortable just letting you do that.
Yeah.
So many bad things can happen. Not even, from other people. I just know the kind of trouble you get in when you do that stuff. So, no. Because I remember when I was a teenager, the things that we did. So I was just like, no. But I was just felt like the worst parent ever.
That's all right.
But then I was like, whatever, because I totally know how, I don't know.
Was Madison mad at all?
I think she's like, I understand. And I was like, do you really? So we had a whole talk about it. And I was just like, it's not just because we want to be the mean, controlling parents. It's just we really don't feel that it is safe to go there. There's a lot of sketchy people that hang out at that mall because I've been there and they always talk to me. So I don't really feel comfortable letting my teenager go hang out there. But I'm like, if we were going to be there anyways, it would be different, because she could I don't know.
Yeah.
Not that we have to be right next to them.
But in the same area.
Yeah. And I mean, I don't have anything against, like, if her and her friends wanted to go to the movies, dropping her off to go see a movie, because you're going into one spot.
Yeah.
Anyways. But, yeah. I don't know. But I was just like, great. I totally graduated from being, to being, like, the hated parent. So.
Nah, whatever.
But anyway, so that was my fun day. But then I took her out to Sweet Frog as a surprise, which is like a frozen yogurt place, and you put all the toppings on.
Good stuff.
She enjoyed that, so.
That's cool. I have been canning all the things.
I know, I've seen them.
We first had pickles from a friend at church who has a garden, and she has enough pickles, so she gave us some. And I've never done pickles before, so it was my first time, so I'm excited. I was there. I mean, most canning is easy. It's just it's like a process. Yeah. So we did the pickles. And then Joe's mom, we have friends, or they have friends, we're friends with them too, but whatever. They have a farm, and they have an apple tree. And she came with the 30-gallon, like, Rubbermaid totes.
I saw that. That's hilarious.
2 full of apples, like, entirely full. And I was like, whoa, I guess I've been making apple things. So I've made, like, a couple apple crisps. I made 2 batches of apple butter. Joe's made a bunch of applesauce. Like, he'll come and he'll make it, and then I'll do the canning. Like, we kind of tag team it so we can get other things done. Anyways, but we have, like, I think almost 20 jars of applesauce so far. I think I want to make another batch of apple butter and maybe give them out as, like, for Christmas gifts for teachers, because that stuff is so good. And what else? Oh, we've made tomato sauce because we had a bunch of tomatoes too, so I think we have, like, about 10 jars, like, quart-sized jars of tomato sauce. So I'm excited.
I make sauce, so.
Oh, well, I do. But, well, the day we made it, we had, for dinner, we had, like, grilled cheese sandwiches, but, like, gourmet kind, where you do ham and fun cheeses, like pepper jack and cheddar and ham, and then afterwards you put avocado and tomato on it.
Yeah.
So good. Anyways, but then we had, like, a little bowl of the tomato sauce, which is kind of like a tomato soup. It was really good. What else did we do? Oh, I went and bought, the, like, throwaway tins.
Yeah.
Aluminum tins. I'm going to make a bunch of apple crisps up and then freeze them so that I can pull them out and bake them. Because we still have at least, like, the 1 bucket left. I've only gone through, like, one of them, and, like, we have so much stuff. It's crazy.
I finished it, and I still don't like it.
Nope. So, it's not bad.
It's not bad.
You need to find a baby to put it on to see how it actually looks on.
I mean, it's the underarm and everything. It's just, I'm that much of a perfectionist, and it pisses me off. Like, I'm mad. Maybe if I wash it, it'll be fine.
Wash it up, and because babies are round. Like, that part is going to be stretched out. Laying flat, it kind of looks silly, but maybe it works when it's on. Or at least try it on a teddy bear or something.
Okay.
And see how it looks.
I just am pissed off. All that time.
Whatevs. Anyways, let me see what else I had written down.
Sorry, I totally distracted.
No.
Oh, I have other stuff written down too.
I'm just trying to think. Oh, we also were given, from the people that gave us the apples, which I'd sent out some of the apple butter, but they give us, like, giant zucchinis. So I made 4 batches of zucchini bread, 2 chocolate and 2 non-chocolate. There's a ton of stuff. And I froze a bunch of the bigger breads. The kids, like, devoured the muffins. So I also have some more grated just in the fridge that I'm going to bake again because they like that for, like, in the morning.
You can freeze the grated stuff.
I know. I have before, but I just want to make it because they've been liking it for like breakfast and stuff. But yeah. So, I feel like I've been making all the things. Not that I've wanted to, but I'm like, if this stuff goes bad, I'm gonna feel like horrible about it and wasteful and stuff. So like, a couple of those days, I'm like, I have to do this. So I did, but then I feel good afterwards. So it's.
I think it's totally awesome. Like, I wish I had a big, you know how grandma had in the basement, like those big wooden shelves that she put all the cans on.
Yeah.
I wish I had something like that in my basement so I could put a bunch of cans. And then I would totally like go all out with my garden and maybe add another whole raised bed.
Just have Andy build some with his building skills.
Yeah, but it's the point of buying the wood and stuff, like. Yeah.
Well, see, what you need to do is just look around for people getting rid of like wood stuff like that, or on like Craigslist.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. I might need to. Yeah, so that's what I would really like.
Yeah. No, I'm really getting. This is like the most we've ever canned.
But it's nice because then you'll be like, oh, I don't have to actually go buy jelly.
Joe's like, we might have too much applesauce. And I'm like, no. If we get like 52 jars of it, we just have to eat a jar a week and just keep going. Come on, kids.
But applesauce goes really fast. Like, I found making applesauce, it goes, and the apple butter just goes so fast because...
Making it or eating it?
Pull up these apples and cook them down.
Yeah. And
you get like 1 jar out of like 10 apples.
Oh, yeah. Well. But, yeah. So, it was fun. Oh, we also... I'm gonna try... we have an apple peeler core slicer thing, which is awesome. But I saw how you can, like, can... Not whole apples, but sliced apples for, like, in a syrup for, like, apple pie filling. Or I was thinking for on top of, like, pancakes or something. So I'm going to try doing that, too.
That's cool.
I know. I'm excited.
So, Andy doesn't like apple pie or anything like that. He likes, I know, he likes cherry. Like, he doesn't even like apple butter. What? I know. So, that is a cool idea for you, but for us, I stick to the apple butter because the girls like it, or applesauce because the girls like it.
They don't like apple crisp? Oh, it's so good.
I don't think Andy likes it. I think Madison would like it, though.
That's so funny. Not that it's like the healthiest thing ever, but whatever. That's cool.
I did an update the other day, mainly bling. Like, I had some stitch markers and stuff that I put up in there. Cool. But, so I finally got to the end of all the stuff I had left over from last year's shows.
Yeah.
But I signed up my friend Dawn, who is Mama Dawn on Ravelry. She does fairy tale knits. She dyes yarn.
Okay.
And I consigned bags with her at Pittsburgh Knit and Crochet Show. And I this year we're just going to split a booth at the Pittsburgh Knit and Crochet Show. So I sent the money for that in.
Sweet.
So
that's exciting.
It is. I am also kind of freaking out because, but I mean, it's not until March, but I'm still like, oh my gosh, I need to totally sew.
Yeah.
So me not sewing at all last week, I've been kind of like freaking out. But, yeah, so that's cool. I'm excited about that.
That is.
I also signed up, okay, we've lived here for 9 years, and every year they do a Light the Night Walk, which is the Leukemia Lymphoma Society, their main fundraiser that they do. And every year I'm like, oh, I need to do that. And then it comes, because it's always in October, it comes and I forget about it. So this year we went to some community thing. I think it was the Richland Community Days. And they had a table, and so I signed up. I was just like, I want to do this because that's the cancer I had. Mm-hmm. like, get involved. Like, it's been long enough.
Yeah.
Of being a lazy bum and not doing it. So I said, I'm going to do it. And I'm going to sign the whole family up. So we have a little team for the Like the Night fundraiser. So I'll have a link to that, our team page on the website if you feel like you want to donate. I'm also having a Jamberry party, a fundraiser. So if you like Jamberry and you want to buy some, you can buy some because I'm donating like my commission. So
Sweet.
Whatever is sold there, I'll be donating under that party. So I'm excited about that. But I'm kind of freaking out too because, you know, like saying you're going to do a fundraiser thing, like you actually have to raise money. You know what I mean? Like I've been kind of freaking out about it. But I think with the fundraiser I'm doing between Jamberry and people who don't want Jamberry, they can just donate, and you know every little bit helps. So.
Yeah.
But it's cool because we get T-shirts, and you know it's always about the T-shirts.
T-shirts are fun.
But if you raise, I think it was like $250, you get like a banner and a light to. They're like these paper lantern like things that you carry around. Like it's at night. So you carry around these lanterns. It's pretty cool. So I'm excited. I'm also kind of nervous, but I mean I shouldn't be nervous, but you know, it's just like something new, so I'm nervous about it.
No, that's cool.
There's a spot on my thing.
Okay, so I totally forgot about this and I didn't write it down. Hazel. Hazel Baby on... No, she's just Hazel on Ravelry. On Instagram, she's Hazel Baby. Anyways, she put up like a, I think it was like a random act of kindness type of thing. So the first person to comment on one of her posts, she would buy yarn for her.
I saw that.
And I won!
That's not fair, because then I saw like 5 hours later, she's like, there's a freebie thing on Instagram, and I go over there, and like, I'm like, man, I missed it.
I must have saw it like right when she posted it. It was on Facebook, and I like went over to Instagram and did it. It was way awesome. So I'm excited. But then I had to like go and pick. I forget what it was even called. What the yarn brand was.
Something that I never tried before.
I had never tried it either. I'm gonna try and find it real quick.
But it was a shop that I wanted to try. But yeah, I saw that. That's awesome.
Desert Vista Dye Works.
Oh yeah, you're back to your winning everything.
Oh, whatever. It wasn't even. It was just like a first come first serve thing.
I'm totally kidding. Probably awesome though.
So the yarn that I picked, like I guess, so this person has been around for 3 years now. The dyer. She has some really cool things. Like there's some fun zombie colorways. Like they're fun. Anyways, so the one I picked was called "If They Kill Rick," because it's a Walking Dead type of thing.
If they kill Rick, we'd be happy because he's a jerk. Just
no. Anyways, so that's the one I picked.
Oh, that's cool.
So it's stripy.
Just picking that up. Rick, though, he does go a little crazy, and he gets on my nerves.
He comes around. Keep watching. Okay. Have you watched through?
We're waiting for the season on Netflix.
I'm so excited. It starts in October. Anyways.
The 5th season, right?
Whatever season is next.
We're waiting for the 4th season on Netflix.
Yeah, and the 4th is a good one.
Super annoying, so if they killed him off, I would have been fine with it then.
Rick? Yeah. He comes around.
Okay, so in the 4th season he comes around, so I can get over dislike him. Like Andy always really liked him, and I was like, oh no.
I liked Rick.
But Andy also
Carl I could do without. He's a little...
his son, yeah. He's a little... He needs a good spanking.
Yeah. He gets older in the next season that you haven't watched yet, and
Well, obviously, he's like a teenager.
Right, well, I mean, and he is acting like it too, so. Anyways, we won't get into that. I'm very excited for it to start back up.
Home.
What?
I get that at home twice.
I know, right?
Ella's just starting to start that, and I'm just like, oh. Like, it's that bad. Like, I'm just like, oh, so I, like, signed up. Okay, totally, like, not on.
It's random randomness.
Oh, okay.
You're okay.
So, I get so much of that teeny crap at home. Like, it's affected my reading habits. Like, I've stopped reading teen novels because I can't handle it. But then I was, like, at church, they're like, oh, we need help in this and this. I'm like, I'm going to sign up to help the babies because they don't talk back. Well, I did that on Saturday. I worked in the nursery, and it was, like, so much fun because they were just, like, cute and cuddly, and they didn't talk back. Like,
that's, like, the main thing.
It was, like, up to the one-year-olds. Except for it was, like, Saturday night, so there was, like, 2-year-olds, too. But I played catch with one boy. Oh, that's cute. And it was so much fun because he was so excited to bounce the ball, and he didn't talk back to me.
I know.
It was so nice.
You take that stage for granted.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, did all that. Now I just need to find buttons. What kind of buttons do I need?
Little wooden ones.
Okay.
Or acorns or baseballs.
Acorns?
Like little acorns.
Okay.
Like those plastic acorn ones. They look like little acorns.
Oh,
I don't know why.
To find them.
But like wooden ones.
Oh, do they look like little leather?
Oh, leather ones would be cute.
Oh, my
my
buttons are upstairs. I think. I have some down here. Anyways. No, that wouldn't look good. Cool.
So I've caught up on all my TV series for the most part.
Yeah.
On Netflix, and I'm waiting for the new seasons to come out. Like, they released the next season of Haven, and I'm done with it already.
What's Haven?
Haven. You need to look it up on Netflix. It's good. It's a Sci-Fi Channel TV show.
Okay.
But, like, I'm caught up on Twisted. I'm caught up on all the stuff I've been watching.
I need to. We're watching Breaking Bad.
I started it, and I like it, but I couldn't get into it. Like, I couldn't. Yeah. I just couldn't. Like, everyone's like, it's a great show, and I watched it, and I'm like, no, this is too early.
Yeah,
so,
it has the cancer thing. It goes away from that.
Yeah, it's more about drugs now, so, like, I'm like...
It's totally fine. No, it's funny, the conversation. Joe's like, so, what would you do if I started making meth? And I'm like, really? Because you're not even a chemist. Like, anyway.
But it basically tells you how to do it on this show, so you can totally do it.
No. It's, yeah, like, well, people at work were always telling him it's, like, the best show ever, and it has, like, you know, the best character development. And it's a good show, but, like, I wouldn't say it's the best ever. Yeah. Not for me, anyways. Maybe for those people.
No, because we were told the same thing, and I was like, I don't see it. Mm-mm. And then they're like, oh, you have to wait till the second season.
No. We're on season 5 now. There's 6, I think. I mean, it's good. But, like, I totally am like, oh, blah, blah, blah is going to happen, and, like, 2 seconds later, boom. I could write those kind of shows.
We should totally write a show.
We should. We're totally talking crazy. Oh my gosh, it's over an hour.
Oh, we took that out.
Oh, I hope it uploads well. If not, I'm sorry, people. Do we have anything else to say? Let me look at my thing real quick.
That's what happens when we don't podcast for a week. Over an hour.
Right. Oh, I went to the Wisconsin Sheep and Wool.
Oh, you don't have to talk about it.
No, I'm talking about it now. It's already over an hour.
Okay.
I mean, I'll talk about it really quick. I didn't get to go till Sunday, which was the last day. And the main reason I wanted to go was for fleece. Well, Saturday is when they have their fleece silent auction, which is where I got the Tarji fleece, like, the last time I went, which was years ago, and our van broke down on the way home from that last time. Anyways, didn't happen this time. We got there by, like, 1 on Sunday, which was horrible. It's like 2 hours away, but it took us 3 hours because the stupid GPS took us to a random field in the middle of the town, and it was like half an hour out, so then we had to travel like half an hour back.
For real?
I was like pissed off. Well, because I just did it on my phone, and I was like, okay, Google, take me to blah blah blah. Oh, it just turned on. So it was my fault. Oh, I said, just take me to the Wisconsin Sheep and Wool. I didn't say Jefferson County Fairgrounds. So it was, user error, but whatever. So I get there, and there's only 2 tables, like, the big rectangular, like, lunch tables or whatever, with fleece on them. Maybe like 10, 15 at the most bags of fleece. Whereas, like, the last time, there's like 20 tables and, like, millions of fleece on every single one. Because, like, the breeders take them there and they get judged and everything. So it was very slim pickings. But I got one. It was CVM or CMV. I forget what that is.
Oh, yeah. Mutant. Variegated.
Yeah, CMV.
I wanted to do it because it's mutant in the title.
But and Romney. But it like feels super soft. So I was excited. I almost got. They also had a CMB Cormo cross, and it was huge. It was like a giant bag. It was like twice as big as the one that I got, but it was like super dirty, and some of the tips look like really gross. I'm like, I really don't want to spend that much time on it, so I was like, I'm gonna pass it up, which was hard, but whatever. And then I went and saw the sheep, and there was a little Cormo sheep that totally wanted to come home with me.
I saw the picture.
It was like laying down, and I was looking at it, and I was taking his picture, and it like got up and came over to me and like tried to stick its face through the bars. It was very cute. But that's it. I went. We were there for like an hour and a half, and that's about it. I didn't buy anything else, just the fleece. So that was good of me. But yeah.
So that's the end of our podcast.
I'm done. Done. All right. Have a good week. Bye.
Bye.